Do you feel like you need to go to college to be successful? What would you say?
Absolutely not.
Same.
No way, Jose.
I feel like absolutely there's certain times colleges help, and you should. But then when I think about my own kids, I don't think my children need to go to college to be successful. Hi, and welcome to Mom Boss Chronicles. We are your host. I am Jen.
I'm Sue.
And we are empowering and inspiring people through meaningful conversations. So make sure to like and subscribe to listen to great content weekly. Welcome back, everyone, to Mom Boss Chronicles. Today, you have just me and Sue in the studio.
Hello.
We wanted to do a fun episode to reintroduce ourselves and answer some questions so you can get to know us better.
Yes, I love this idea.
Cool.
It's like 21 questions, just without the alcohol.
Yes.
We should have brought in wine.
Oh my God, that would be fun. All right, next time. Yes, we'll have cocktails with Mom Boss.
It'll get weird by the end, for sure.
All right, so let's start with the first question. This is a good one. What inspired you to start Mom Boss Chronicles podcast?
Oh, this is one of my fun stories, right? I didn't intend to start a podcast. Someone had planted this seed in my head. Someone from the gym, one of my coaches, who just said, like, you should do a podcast because you know a lot of stuff or you talk about a lot of stuff. And I'm like, no one wants to talk to me. And we had approached our former co-host, or I was mentioning it to you and our former co-host too. And it kind of just took off from there. And I think we sat down and really kind of came up with
We all worked together. So
to come up with the idea, because at first there wasn't a theme. Like we weren't really sure what are we going to make a podcast
I know. At first,
about?
I remember when you told me, I was like, oh, that's cool. I'd like to be a guest.
Yes.
And then I was like, wait a minute. I would love to co-host this with you.
Be on co-host as well. And I think actually because we stumbled across our list of episodes that or topics that we wanted to do that we kind of started in the beginning. Now, we've been doing this podcast for over 2 years.
That's wild.
Which, I'm going to pat us on our backs because I'm proud of us for that, for being consistent. But it was nice to see where I guess our beginning thought process has gone. But it's really evolved into what it is based off of like guests we've brought on, and I guess the response from that. And at this point, thank you guys, we get asked from different
from our audience,
entrepreneurial moms to come on, and like that's a testament. Like, holy shit, thank you.
I know. I love it. And I know I have to get better at organizing it, but like we truly do love getting DM messaged, approached about being, because some of our guests are people we haven't even thought of. So it's been pretty cool to present and have interviews with people I wasn't even thinking about. So
I never, if you would have asked me when I was like, well, obviously we didn't know about podcasts when we were young, but if someone asked me if I would co-host a podcast, I would be like, no, what are you talking about? But I will say, and I think you agree too, this is like one of the biggest joys of my life. Yes. I absolutely love getting to do this.
We're busy working moms. Like we have full-time jobs, we have kids. So like this is something that we do that we genuinely get joy out of. Yeah. Yep. Like interviewing our guests, like, talking to each other, all of it. Like it's definitely
learning new things and hearing people's intriguing stories, and I feel like a lot of people, like if you've listened to all of our episodes, and if you haven't, you should, everyone's got a story. Totally. Everyone's had some sort of tough situations in their lives that have brought them to where they are today.
Totally.
And it's actually interesting because I was watching something where Stephen Colbert was being interviewed, and someone asked him like if he was grateful for the bad things that has happened in his life, and he was like, yes, because at the end of the day, I love who I am today, and if it not for those trials and tribulations, I wouldn't be where I am today.
It defines you.
Right.
If it wasn't for the darkness, you wouldn't have the light.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting to meet people who've personified that.
Totally. And hearing how they overcame it all. Yeah. Second question. Can you share a bit about your life before becoming a mom boss?
You go.
Sure. I went to college and I was a history major and I thought I would be a teacher. And
what would you have wanted to teach?
History. Isn't that crazy? Because I love stories. Right. Isn't it funny? So then ironic, I love stories. Like I wasn't great with dates, I promise you. So if somebody's like, oh, what year did that happen? I don't know.
When was the War of 1812?
Yeah, right. I don't know. But I loved like being able to piece together history and stories and understanding how like everything has evolved to where we are. And it's funny that I'm doing podcasting now because it was all about the stories for me. And I thought I would want to teach high school kids. I actually studied secondary education. But once I was ending college and I was doing like the student teaching, I just wasn't fulfilled. Yeah. And I'm so grateful I listened to my intuition because a part of me was like, bury that, don't listen to that. Like just go through the course. You said you were going to be a teacher, just go with it. Yep. But I just felt it very strongly. I was like, I don't want to teach. I want to work with people.
Right.
but I don't want to be a teacher.
Yep.
So I graduated, and then unfortunately the recession happened. I got into real estate because nobody was hiring, and real estate is, you're self-employed, and I had to grind it out. And I'm so grateful.
Right.
I was young. I had to grind it out, and real estate I got my license in 2007. I honestly didn't have a great successful year in 2012.
Yeah.
But I was young, and I was able to hang in there.
Yep.
So real estate, and then a mom. I had my first child in 2015, my second in 2020, and then hosting this podcast since 2023, right? Yeah. So, yeah. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, life prior to Mom Boss, I worked in corporate for a very long time. So I would say the first law firm that I worked at was more of like trying to get rid of that overzealous young 20s, like, I know everything, and I
Were you
should
one of
be
those?
the boss. Yeah.
I love that.
Like,
I can
bitch,
picture it.
sit down, okay? You need to learn, you know? So I feel like that,
You commute, so we're from Jersey, so obviously from New Jersey you would commute to New York City, right?
Yes, but I lived in Jersey City at the time, so it wasn't so bad.
Yes, but you took
actually,
the train.
that's for the first couple months I lived in East Brunswick, so I was traveling from East Brunswick. I drove to the train, like South Amboy or something like that.
People who don't know, that commute is a killer.
It was killer, and especially coming
5
from
days.
like party girl.
Yeah, and 5 days a week. Doing it.
And I was like up and out of the house by 7:30 every morning. Yeah. So that was intriguing, but it set the tone. And in my 20s, I learned a lot. You know, I really was exposed to different types of business people, different types of businesses. I worked for a major law firm, so I was educated on financial institutions and companies and businesses and buzzwords. And
here you are in your 20s. Are you dealing with older people, right?
Yes.
And do you have to just
But in my head, I was like, I know all this
Oh,
already.
that's
you know,
awesome.
like,
where you just had that confidence.
Yeah,
You're like,
but I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple wonderful women who I worked with who were wonderful mentors who were not afraid to like put me in my place, you know, and just like sit, like it's not your time yet. You need to just chill out, you know. And then I
love
say,
that.
Yeah, totally. I like to this day, I should probably reach out and tell them thank you, because I appreciate that as an adult now, looking back.
But I'm sure at the time you're like, what?
Yeah. And then the second firm that I worked at, I was there for like 9 years.
Wow,
and
so
that
you were in
was
corporate America a long time. Yeah.
And that one was solely executing marketing events. And
that's where you traveled, right?
Yes. So I traveled a lot, and especially in the beginning, the law firm that I worked at had rebranded, and it was just kind of expanding and became more of like had a global footprint. So I found myself working a lot. I mean, there was one year that I did 100 events by myself. Yeah, without like
there's 52 weeks in a year.
I had obviously some help, but like I didn't have like an event team. Yeah, I was the team.
But like 52 weeks in a year, you're talking 100, so you're averaging at like 2 events a week.
Yeah, I mean there were days I had 2 events a day. You know, I mean it was very, very stressful.
Yeah.
Not a career that like a mom.
Yes.
Would a mom be able to do it? Of course.
Yes.
But she would burn the fuck out. I mean, it was insane. But again, learned so much, met so many incredible people, and I really do think that my time at that firm solidified my work ethic. Like there's no doubt that I hustle and give projects my all. You know, I was well liked, and I always rose to the occasion, even in many challenges and difficult situations and difficult personalities.
I mean, like, I'm sure there are days you wanted to cry.
Yes, for sure. But, you know, I think that also prepared me for motherhood, just in terms of the difficulties and rolling with it and knowing that, like, you know, you can power through. And definitely for real estate. I mean, I feel like my worst day in real estate was like a normal day in corporate America. So, you know, like,
so eventually, obviously, you stopped corporate, got into real estate.
Yes.
And haven't looked back.
Haven't looked back. Yeah. And now I'm like, I get to be a mom boss.
Yes.
And I'm bossing in real estate and momming, you know, to a crazy 7-year-old.
Yes. So one of the questions is, how do you juggle motherhood and entrepreneurship on a daily basis? So we are entrepreneurs because we're real estate agents, and every day we're like kind of wake up unemployed, right? Like we are, people don't know, real estate, we are self-employed. We don't get paid until we get closings. And how do we get paid? Well, we have to have clients.
Right. Have to have clients. We could be running rampant with some clients for months and something doesn't pan out.
Yes. And that was it. Your time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's okay. I mean, this is what we signed up for.
Totally.
Yeah. There's some days where, you know, you feel the stress and the pressure. The favorite things you say, no pressure, no diamonds.
Oh, yes.
You know, and I think me personally, and maybe you feel the same, I do like that feeling of pressure. That's a good motivator for me.
Yes.
You know, and especially as a mom. And so how juggling, I mean, It's really being good on time management.
I know, right? Like you have to, same. I think back to before I had kids and I was in real estate. I used to be able to stay at my office till like 6, 7 o'clock. If I was like in my groove, I'm like, whatever, I'll get these mailers out. I'll call these people. And now like, I have to get my kids if they're not in aftercare that day and school ends. Like even if I'm in the groove, you kind of have to like learn to like turn the brain on and off.
Very flexible.
Yeah.
Very flexible, especially for days off, especially for a sick kid.
Yes.
But that is also the beauty of our profession is that we can manage our schedules with our clients too. And, I would like to think for the most part too, we have really beautiful clients, wonderful people that we work with that are also like understanding.
Totally.
Like, okay, yes, you are a family, you're a mother and you have a family. And of course, so like really lucky in that regard.
I feel like you attract, you're who you needs to be into your orbit in client terms.
Right.
And obviously I rely on my family. Like I know for you have your babysitters. Like,
yeah, I don't have a lot of family help. I do have good friend help, which is amazing. And I feel like we're building out our support system even more as we're making more friends in town and stuff like that, which is beautiful. So I'm really lucky for that. And sometimes I have to bring Michael to showings.
I know, right? You roll with it. You're like, guess what?
He's pretty cool with. I mean, this kid's going to be selling houses in like.
Oh my gosh,
old enough.
The best personality for it.
He's just so funny. And it's cute because clients will be like, "Where's Michael? Oh, you didn't bring him this time." And I'm like, he of course wants to just be with his friends. So, but we just make it work. I feel like it's like everything has to be in the calendar.
Scheduled,
things get accounted for, and just being open to having to pivot.
Totally, especially for a sick day or whatever. I mean, and asking for help.
Thank you for saying that because that's something I've struggled with forever because to me that idea of asking for help exhibits weakness and I don't like to...
You had to overcome that.
Right, but that's not true.
No, not at all.
I don't even know where the fuck that comes from.
And it's one of those beautiful things where we ask for help. I know at first like it might seem scary, but I bet you can help that other person. You can help them too.
Yeah,
like, it's opening a relationship to have like each other to lean on. Like that song, "Lean on Me."
Yes,
like if you can lean on somebody and they can lean on you, that's beautiful. That's what makes the world go
village,
round.
Right?
Yeah. Having those relationships in life.
Right.
So
like all helping each other out.
Yes, leaning on people, and it's beautiful for Michael to be able to have other people in his life that he knows he can lean on to.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's how you do it.
That's how we're doing it.
Yes.
So far, so good.
This one's a fun question. Coffee or wine? What gets you through the day? Both.
Yes, like in equal parts.
Yes. I have my coffee every day. Do you drink coffee every day?
God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love coffee. I love the taste of coffee.
Me too.
I don't even think the caffeine. I don't feel like I get anything out of it. But the taste, like that morning coffee.
Yes, I need that to start my day.
So good. Yeah, I do like the Dunkin' cold brew. I make my own at home.
I love that. Yeah,
because didn't want to pay $6 for a large that was like half water anyway.
Yes,
so I make it really strong.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. And then like if I'm feeling saucy and want to spend some money, I'll go get myself a Rook.
Oh yes, the Rook's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Coffee every morning at home, and then same if I like feel like I need it midday, I'll stop at Dunkin' or something quick. And I love an iced coffee midday.
Yes, like just a nice little pick you up.
Right, I like to sit at my desk with my coffee and like power through what I got to get done.
What kind of wine are you drinking right now?
Red, because I guess now that like we're in like the cooler months again, my husband and I we make wine, so I have a ton of freaking wine.
That's good. You got plenty. You're stocked up for the season.
So much wine. And I love rosé, but I find that rosé's been giving me headaches. But
maybe a little too sugary.
Yeah, but I love red wine, and I don't have it every day. But sometimes if I just need a little glass, like I just pour myself a glass of wine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a favorite wine?
I was like on a white kick for a while. Okay, and recently, I don't know, I just had a hankering for Rioja, like a Spanish Rioja, because I used to drink that all the time. Yeah, so red wine. So I went to Total Wine and I got it, and I have not had a Rioja in
is it smooth?
Probably like 2 years. It's very earthy, very smooth. It's more of a dry. A nice Rioja, and I was like, I missed having a red wine.
We made matcha pucciano. Matcha pucciano. Yes, we've been drinking that. That was really good.
Yeah, that was really nice too.
Yeah,
like a nice matcha pucciano. I had clients that invited me to their house the other night for dinner, and who are friends now, but they had like a Greek red, and I've never had a Greek red before. It was delicious.
That sounds
really
amazing.
Nice. Yeah,
I love wine. It's fun fact. My grandfather was a wine sommelier.
No way.
Yeah. So growing up when I was a little kid, he would have wine around the dinner and would even pour me and let me smell it, let me taste it. So I've always grown up with an appreciation for wine.
It's an art.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And like the taste, wine. You pull some like air in your mouth
yes.
at the same time. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna have to
so
get rid
both.
of mine after here.
Oh, so both wine. What's a guilty pleasure you're not ashamed to admit? For me, it's reality TV. Like, I love to. My daughter, she's so funny. She'll know too. Because sometimes when she won't go to bed, I'll be like, all right, just come like sit and hang out with me. And she's like, are you watching The Valley or Housewives? I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
No, that is really, like, I know so many people, because you know what? You don't have to think,
yes.
right? Like, it's like mindless and like, it's
yeah.
just.
My husband's like, what are you doing? Like, you watch football.
There's drama.
Give me a
right,
minute.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly. I don't know what my guilty pleasure is. I feel like I need a guilty pleasure. Honestly, I feel like I've been so structured for a while.
Either work mode or mom mode.
Yeah.
I know.
But like, I haven't unwound in a little bit, but let's work on that. Let's find me a guilty pleasure. I need to think of something good.
Going out and having fun.
Yeah.
We should plan something.
Yes,
I know.
like a night out.
Because I love that too. Like, that is another guilty pleasure. Like, yes, I'm a mom, but I still enjoy getting out without the kids.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it's necessary for me.
Sanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's one episode everyone should go back and listen to? Do you have one?
Oh my God, there's so
I know there's so many. I think back to the beginning, and I really did love all the beginning ones, like the imposter. That was good.
So I think that definitely resonated with a lot of our listeners, because I think women, just by default, we go there. Our brains go there, and you're not alone. We all experience imposter syndrome, and it's bullshit when that
I feel like we're programmed.
Intrusive thought comes into your mind. You need to say, get the fuck out.
Yes.
This is not true.
Yes.
Because we're all boss babes, one way or the other. That one was pretty amazing. I mean, selfishly, like, I would send somebody to go back and listen to the episode where I discussed my husband passing away.
That was a powerful episode, and very, like, one of our highest listened to episodes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty blunt, and for real, I share the details of that day, and but also, like, I think the ending part of it is that, like, I want y'all to know that the light shines again, because it's really hard, especially for someone who just lost someone that they really love. When you're in the thick of it, it is so fucking hard to even consider that you will ever even smile or feel happy or feel like life goes on. So if that can help inspire somebody.
I totally,
But listen to them.
Powerful.
All,
yes, they're all amazing. I mean, we have a gamut of episodes from, like, we did one on guilty pleasures. Like, and we did one about Momtrepreneur, all of it. College Dropout. So many good ones.
We've had really incredible guests on with so many different businesses and endeavors and books being written.
Big Time Adulting.
Oh, yeah. Like,
that was amazing.
We had Big Time Adulting on here.
Yeah. So, they're all amazing, truly. Yeah, good catalog to choose from if you ever get bored. Where do you see Mom Boss Chronicles going in the next year or two? That's a good one.
Yeah. What do you think?
Bigger audience.
Yes.
You know what would be cool? I'm gonna throw it out there. It'd be a fun dream, like a little tour in a way, like recording somewhere else really cool, like meeting other great mom bosses in another location.
Yep.
Because we record in New Jersey, but we do have the ability, and we have had interviewed people throughout the country.
Yep.
But something a little.
Like on the road.
Yeah.
Mom Boss Chronicles on the road.
Yeah, a little.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Yes, I really, really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Which, like, makes you think, like, piggyback off of that a little, like, I definitely want us to have an event where we bring together all of our guests.
In person, right?
In person, and, like, have people meet each other, like a meet and greet of some sorts, because it would really just be, like, a symposium of incredible women all together.
Something about being, face to face.
Yes.
Like that synergy.
A connection.
Yeah.
I love, that's why I loved planning events.
Live events.
I love seeing people come together in conversations and, like, the sparks and the connections and, like, it's almost like we're brokering.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're a broker of everything.
We're elevating each other. Yeah.
And obviously it would be wonderful for us to have sponsors. Like, I really would love to, partner with some really great organizations that are willing to, sponsor our podcast and advertise, and you know, we can monetize this, and
totally, as we grow our audience to bigger and larger heights.
You know, and my goal for that too is like, obviously it'd be nice to make a little money off of it, but like I would love for us to be able to also turn that profit into something that we can, you know, a charitable contribution to other organizations.
Oh my gosh,
or bring
amazing.
light to, you know, other.
It would be really cool, to help other creative people start a business or something, to be able to like do a scholar something.
Right.
Yeah. Have that evolve. I love it. So tell your friends.
Yeah, tell friends, tell a friend.
Yeah, so like and subscribe.
Yes.
How did you guys meet? Okay. Real estate.
Yes, real estate.
All roads lead back to real estate.
They really do. They really do. It's funny because I can distinctly remember the day I met you.
Aww.
Because it was COVID. It was like 3 or 4 months after my husband passed away. So I was like locked up in the house.
It's 2020.
In 2020, grieving, home with a 1 turning 2-year-old by
toddler,
myself.
I know.
Yeah, like a baby. And then like also hustling. I worked in corporate still at the time, and I was an event planner. So I was
still working full time.
Yeah, still working full time and trying to turn all of my in-person events into online events.
Yeah,
never
the
having
world shifted.
Right, never having any experience doing anything like that. So I remember like I was just home all day, every day, very isolated, and it was the summertime, so lonely.
Yeah.
And I had reached out to Danielle and was like interested in meeting you guys because I had already had my real estate license. And she was like, "Oh, meet me and Jen for lunch." And I met you guys. And I remember like the sun was shining.
You're like, "I want to get out for lunch."
It was warm. I guess Michael had just was able to go back to daycare, and it was just like a beautiful day.
It was Asbury Park, right?
And you were pregnant.
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh my God, look at this cutie with her little baby
my daughter,
bump."
Asbury Park.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we went to Ale House, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just remember like meeting you, and I had, you know, somewhat known Danielle, but just chatting with the two of you, I was like, "Oh my God, these are like my people."
Yeah, feel like it was nice to get out.
Totally.
Same. I remember meeting you and being like, "I hope we get to work together."
Yeah.
And we did. Yes. And we do. Yes. So yeah, from the moment we met each other, it was great chemistry.
Yep.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you too.
Sorry, got caught up in the moment there.
Tears.
Yeah. Oh, how many kids do you have? So I have 2. I have a son who's 9 and a daughter who's 4.
Yep. Well, you guys you may know Hunter.
Yeah.
He's been on the podcast.
Hunter and Michael, your son.
Yep.
And I feel like they are 2 peas in a pod.
Oh my God, that level of energy.
Oh gosh, you guys have to listen if you haven't listened to their episode.
Like they really are one and the same. But it's a beautiful thing because I think, and this is what I'm trying to tell myself about Michael per se, because he's very high energy. It's constant questions, constant like, imagine if every day was just 1 second, and like it doesn't stop all day. And there's sometimes I feel like my brain is gonna fucking explode or my head's gonna pop off my body. But I'm like, I have to remember how appreciative I am that he is this inquisitive, that his brain thinks in that sort of way.
Yes.
Because that means they're gonna bring something to the table.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Same. I have to remind myself, like, don't diminish him. Like by saying, stop talking to me, or just give me like, and sometimes we do need a minute, but other times I'm like, okay. I know you don't want to like answer these silly questions, but engage him, because children's minds are beautiful. They do think differently, and to be in that conversation with them is chaotic and crazy.
I'm like, oh my God, stop.
Yes, but being a boy mom is wild.
Ooh, yeah. Even my friend commented yesterday. She's like, I just watching your son like a Tasmanian devil.
Yes.
She's got 2 girls. I'm like, I know.
I know. I've seen those Instagram like reels where it's like boy mom, and it's like things are flying at your head, and like, you know, so much chaos happening. Then girl moms, and it's like all like pretty princess.
It's like color.
Yeah. But wait till those teenage years.
Talk to me then.
Yes. But we have 3 kids between us.
Yep.
Did you go to college? What did you study? And do you think you need to go to college? So yes, I said I did. Did you go to college?
I did. I started at Rider University as a freshman and got kicked out.
Oh, Sue.
Yeah, I know. So bad. So
Freshman
bad.
year?
Freshman year.
That's okay.
Yeah,
look where you are now.
They're like,
look at me now.
we kindly ask you not to come back. And I was like,
agreed.
Okay.
Right.
So
was
like,
it mutual? Were you like, fine, I'm out?
I kind of wanted to go back, but I did know that like if I did go back, I just wasn't in the right headspace as an 18-year-old. I wasn't
were you
focused.
feeling college?
I did want to go to college. I really wanted to be a lawyer. That was like
the goal.
Always my goal when I was little. I like.
And then
really,
funny, you ended up working with lawyers.
Yeah. Which was good that I did, because then I was grateful I did not
spend
time going to school to become a lawyer. But I went to Rider for a year. I went to Middlesex County College. I went to Brookdale, and then finally I got focused. I actually started working in Manhattan moved to Jersey City, and then went to school at night.
Oh, wow.
I
You were
went to
still
Hudson
trying-
County College, at night. And then from there, I graduated from New Jersey City University with a marketing degree.
That's amazing.
Which was really cool because, one, I was in my early 20s and I worked, so I went to school at night, so it kept me focused, not going out for happy hour all the time.
And spending that money,
yes. But it also was really cool to, like, the stuff that I was learning in my marketing classes, I was actually applying it to my everyday job because I was in marketing and business development at the law firm.
So it did apply.
So it was really cool to go that route.
And
that
I'm sure it
better
worked out
for
the way it was supposed to be.
100%.
Isn't that funny how the universe works?
Yeah.
It was like, don't go to school now, go then, and it's going to work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was working in the law firm. So originally I had planned to be, I originally was a political science major.
Oh, wow.
And I had intended to like do that and go to law school, whatever. So as I changed my focus to marketing and was working in a law firm doing marketing, I was like, oh, I definitely don't want to be a lawyer. So I was like, let me just stick with this. Yes. So yes, I mean, like that's what I learned at college, marketing, business. Yes, it applies to my life every day. I love marketing.
That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Like I love,
and that's everything.
The psychology behind marketing.
Because honestly, marketing is everything.
It is.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. So like how you market yourself, your personal brand, how you're marketing your business. In our profession as real estate agents, how are we marketing
to our children even?
Selling? Yes, right.
We're marketing to my kids to convince them to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
And do you feel like you need to go to college to be successful? What would you say?
Absolutely not.
Same.
No way, Jose.
I feel like absolutely there's certain times colleges help, like, and you should, but then when I think about my own kids, I don't think my children need to go to college to be successful. Mm-hmm. Like, and I know that's controversial to say because I feel like our generation, it
was like forced down our throat.
You're like trash
if you don't go to college,
which is wild. And then you can go into debt for it. Like I feel
everyone's in fucking debt because of it. Yeah,
and
it's a scam.
And I mean, obviously to be a real estate agent and to be successful, you don't have to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't have to, but I did, and I met my husband in college. I don't regret it. But no, I don't think you have to go to college. Mm-mm. I know people who don't go to college who make amazing livings and careers, and they're doing just fine.
Truth be told, I got the job that I got, first law firm. I didn't have a college degree, but I would have and I didn't have to. I could have probably gotten away with not getting my college degree and still having grown, in the roles or whatever, but I wanted to do that for me. But yes, I think there's a lot of beautiful things that expose students at college, but I don't think that is the end all be all. If there's something specific that at 18 years old, you want
in
to do.
In your heart that you're like,
go for it. 100%, you'll figure out the money situation.
Yes,
but if
don't let that stop you.
For people to shove their kids into this direction without knowing what they want to do.
I know, when they just pick a general major.
Like sometimes they're setting your kids up for failure in that way.
I mean, I had, so I went to college because I felt like I had to, and I had a depression after because I was like, well, I didn't want to be a teacher and I don't know what else to do and I can't get a job with a history degree. Mm-hmm. It was depressing, like in my 20s. Yes, I'm like, but I made Dean's List.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Right.
I graduated with a high GPA. Mm-hmm. What do you mean I can't get a great job? Like it was humbling.
Yes, yeah, for sure. I mean, if Michael told me tomorrow, tells me at the time, when he's ready that he has a business idea or something else in mind that he wants to do and it makes sense and, we'll give it a go as opposed to college, then let's go.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go,
Same, right? I'm open for either or as long as you have a plan.
Right.
It's like, fine, you don't want to go to college, but what do you see yourself doing and how's the plan to get there? Yeah. So, okay. What advice would you give to a woman who wants to level up at work, in business, or even at home? I think mindset.
Oh, mindset is key and clutch.
Tune in to what are you telling yourself? What are your thoughts?
I literally had that thought today, getting ready to come here, because again, it comes down to the imposter syndrome or intrusive thoughts. We are all prone and susceptible to it, and it's having the mental strength and fortitude to tell yourself, no, this is not correct.
Yes.
I think, and so with that being said, if that's not something that's coming naturally to you or you are really struggling with it, I would recommend hiring a coach or a therapist or a professional who's going to help you kind of get to that level.
Totally. To help
and there's nothing
sort
wrong
it out
with that.
in your mind. Yes.
Listen, guys, I go to therapy every single week.
That's
and
amazing.
It took a minute for me to get back in. I used to go to therapy obviously after my husband passed away and then life, but the beauty and especially for women who we were busy and someone who's trying to level
on
up,
autopilot.
Right? So and you know what I said to my therapist the other day too was I have a dedicated hour to vent to you, to tell share with you the things that are upsetting me or bothering me or that are I'm
Brain
questioning
dump.
about myself. We don't, other than being here on this podcast, I mean, I don't sit and have an hour conversation ever anymore with my girlfriends because we are busy. Like, we're busy moms, right?
Yes.
So, like, whereas in the past we would vent to our friends, we don't really have that opportunity.
Not in the season right now when we have young kids. Yeah.
So, get help. Like,
totally.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I would say
therapy.
Mindset, and then listen to your intuition. Because how many times are people down a path where it doesn't resonate with what they want in their heart?
Like, maybe you thought, like you said, I appreciate for you went to school to be a history teacher and you decided, like, that's actually not what I want to do. And that's okay.
It didn't align with me.
Yeah. You can backtrack.
Totally.
And start over.
Yep. Even if you are on this path where you're like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, and then you're like, well, actually, it doesn't align anymore. Maybe you are working and you're like, I want to be a stay-at-home. Just listen to yourself. Don't compare yourself to everybody else. Don't worry about them.
Right.
Worry about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember what somebody once told me, don't worry what other people are doing, worry about what you're doing.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God, that's powerful. Because I felt like I was comparing myself so much to everybody else. I was like, why should I worry about them? Let me worry about me.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
You don't want to keep up the Joneses. You got to keep up with the Mawsons.
Yeah. Exactly. In my own way.
Yes, exactly.
This is a good one. What business goals do you have for your future?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Right?
So, I think in terms of like real estate, I would do as best I can with also being a present mom. I realize that someday as Michael gets older, especially in high school, I'm going to have more free time. Like, I will have more time to focus. So, like, I really look forward to in the future, probably just like really expanding my real estate practice more and, being able to take on more clients or do some other like events or I don't know, things surrounding real estate that grows the business more and like bringing more people on my team,
and your passion for event planning in a way, like what you mentioned, like you're like tying in your passions, real estate, events, tying it together.
Right. Yeah. Like totally that. And then my biggest one is I would love to start a salad shop.
You said that. I do love that. That's like something that's calling you.
Yes. It'll take time, money, focus,
but
I'm just not there at the moment. So I figure like I know that there's chapters, right? And like can't do everything all at the same time. Right now the chapter I'm in, I'm okay. But
you're honoring it.
Yeah.
Yes. For me, my business goals, I really do love real estate. I want to own an apartment building.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to get into that. Just grow my real estate portfolio. 100.
Yeah.
And like whether that's a big apartment building or whatever that looks like.
Or several.
Yeah. But something about an apartment, growing that portfolio, and then growing Mom Boss podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Like
Same.
that's my like happy just getting our audience grown and my real estate portfolio grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just growing.
Yeah. Right. Growth, which I think is so important.
Expansion.
Yes. I mean, these are some really awesome questions. We can end it on one more.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good one. How do you stay motivated during tough seasons in life or business?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It is hard.
I think leaning on people, like, and admitting it, like admitting when
Okay, step one, admit you have a problem.
It's so true. Just be like, if you're feeling funky and you're in a funk, you got to be like, acknowledge it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in a funk.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like, I think we were having a meeting, you, Gary, and Alyssa, and Gary's like, how are you been? And I just started crying. I'm like, I'm going through it. Like, yes. Yeah. Yes. Tell your, like, share. It's okay. You can't keep everything bottled up.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then just knowing it, like, doesn't last forever. Because I've been through tough times. Like, and knowing, like, it's not going to last forever. Like, this is just temporary.
It's a season.
Yes. Doesn't define me. Like, same thing with motherhood, right? How many times we've been through the trenches of motherhood. We're like, I'm never going to get through this. And then you get through it and then another trench.
Or life stuff. Like, yes. It's like so many different things. And I think probably one of the biggest things that, I don't want to sound like misery loves company, but like I'm not the only fucking person going through some shit. Yeah. Everyone has something going on. Everyone's stressed out. Like we all have something, so we're not alone. So can't have a pity party all the
Cry
time
for a day and then
like,
move on.
Be sad for a day or two if you need, if you really need, and then you dust yourself off. You pick your fucking self up and keep moving. Yeah.
And you know what? One step at a time. Like don't think that you have to be completely better or things have to turn around by next week. It's going to take time.
Oh, happiness and growth takes time. Yes. And it's like Rome wasn't built in a day.
Little steps, little baby steps. Right. And the next thing you know, you're like, wow, I climbed the stairs.
Just have to be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw this like, a meme or whatever, but it was a glass of wine and of red wine filled to the top, and then they were running water into it, and it showed like this is how growth happens, and like so it took time though for that red wine to turn into clear water, you know, like just to show
so
like
cool.
how it takes time. Just
but it can change.
Keep pouring into yourself.
Yes.
It's gonna take time, but it will happen.
Yeah, it'll change.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed getting to know us more. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let us know if there's any special topics, conversations you want us to cover. Please message us.
And guests that you have in mind too. Let us know.
We love hearing from you guys. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day.
See ya.